Okay, yes. Good morning, students. Welcome to mathematics class. So, in the last class, we discussed pair of linear equations in two variables. In that class, we got the definition of algebraic expression, then expression with that equation we got, then linear equation in two variables, then we got the definition of pair of linear equation in two variables. I think that concept is clear for everyone, no? Yes, now let us recall the general form, standard form of the pair of linear equations in two variable. Then we'll move on to our next concept. Once let us recall the standard form of the pair of linear equations in two variables. So now who is going to give the answer for that standard form of the pair of linear equations in two variables? Can anyone? Can anyone here? Can I get the answer from who's this? Ankit Hegde? Yes. Ankit? Ankit? Yes, what is
ax
your
plus
answer,
by
Ankit?
plus c is equals to 0.
Ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. This is the standard form of just a linear equation in two variables. Right now, Ankit? Now I need, yes, this is the standard form of linear equations in two variables. But I need the standard form of pair of linear equations in two variables. Pair of linear equations in two variables, Ankit? Yes?
a1x
Yes, very good. A1x
b1y
plus B1y.
c1
Yes, plus C1 is equal to 0. Then another one,
a2x
A2x,
b2y
B2y
plus c2
plus C2.
is equals to 0.
Yes, is equals to 0. A1x plus B1y plus C1 which is equal to 0. Then A2x plus B2y plus C2 is equal to 0. So this is the standard form of the pair of linear equations in two variables where A1, B1, C1 and A2, B2, C2 are real numbers. And this A1 and B1, A2, B2 are not both at a time equal to 0. So this is the standard form of pair of linear equations in two variables. Okay. So that day we discussed one story. Thank you, Ankit. Okay. So Akila went to a fair story. In that we got two equations, right? So can we recall that equations? So in this class, we are going to solve that two equations, okay, by graphical method. So we have to solve the two equations by graphical method. Okay. So Akila went to a fair. So just to recall that story, that day we discussed that story, no? Can I get that two equation, please? Yes. Do you remember that equation? Or do you remember that story actually? Akila went to a fair story. In that actually, so she played giant wheel and hoopla. So now we have to take giant wheel as x and hoopla as y, no? That day we took in the form, same form, no? X and y we have to choose, no? Yes. Now let us move on to that problem. Just I want to share one page for that. Yes. Now, is it visible, students? Page is visible? Yes. Are you observing the page? Yes, no? Okay. See here, in this question, Akila goes to a fair with rupees 20 and wants to have rides on the giant wheel and play hoopla. represent this situation algebraically and graphically. So graphically in the sense, another meaning is geometrically. Okay, just I'll zoom this one, zoom this page. 1 second. Okay, now it is clear now. One second, students. Okay, see here, example 1. Akila goes to a fair with rupees 20 and wants to have rides on the giant wheel and play hoopla. Represents this situation graphically and algebraically. Algebraic representation in the sense we have to express this in the form of equation, no? That is actually algebraic representation. Then after getting that algebraic representation, we have to solve that two equation graphically. So you all know how to solve the equations graphically very well. Okay, the pair of equations formed is y is equal to half of x. So in that day we took actually number of times she played hoopla as y, then number of rides she had on the giant wheel as x. According to that condition, number of times she played hoopla is half of the number of raids on the giant wheel. Just recall that story in your textbook also. So according to that condition, we got the first equation in the form of y is equal to half of x. Now we have to arrange this equation in the standard form. Now let us transfer this 2 to this side. Then 2 into y which is equal to x. Then properly arranging this equation, then what we got actually, x minus 2y is equal to 0. Okay, call this equation as equation number 1. I think you have got the idea of this equation, no? Number of times she played hoopla is half of the number of rides she had on the giant wheel. According to that condition, y is equal to half of x. Then after arranging the equation, we got 2y is equal to x. Then in the standard form, x minus 2y is equal to 0. Call this equation as equation number 1. Now, so next, what next actually? So next they have given one more statement that recall, just you recall. So for the giant wheel ride, each ride she spent actually 3 rupees. And for playing hoopla, so for each time throwing the ring, she paid rupees 4. Together she spent rupees 20. Just recall that story, okay? So 3 rupees for each riding and 4 rupees for the playing hoopla. Together she spent rupees 20. So then our second equation is 3x plus 4y, which is equal to 20. Call this equation as equation number 2. Okay, so now, so how to prepare the table? You all know, you have learned this topic in your 9th standard only. Still, let us recall once. So now I'll take the first equation. Okay, so we have to take the first equation. So first equation is like this: x minus 2y is equal to 0. Then how we got actually equation x minus 2y is equal to 0? Can I take it in the form of x is equal to 2y? Can I write in the form of x is equal to 2y? Just to transfer this minus 2y to this side, then x is equal to 2y you got. Now prepare a table like this. In the table, we can observe x value. Here we can observe y value, and together coordinates x comma y. Okay, so now x here and y we have to take. See here x is equal to 2y we took. Equation is in the x form in the sense in the LHS part x we have to take, and in the whatever remaining terms and numbers we have to take transfer to right hand side. Okay, so now x minus 2y is equal to 0. So then equation x is equal to 2y. Now here we have to substitute y value, then we'll get the x value. Okay, so then here x is equal to 2y. First our choice is 0. In place of y, we have to substitute 0. Here you just observe x is equal to 2 into y, we took 0. Then x is equal to 2 into 0 is 0. So here we have to write x value as 0. So then total, okay, point is 0, 0. Next, second. So y we have to take 1. Y value we have to take it as 1. Then x is equal to 2y. X is equal to 2 into y value is 1. Then x is equal to 2 ones are 2. Here we have to write the x value 2. So then the coordinates are 2, 1. So next step is, so next x is in the place of y. Can we take 2 now? Yes, you can take any value, positive value or negative value. Here you just observe. So here we took y as 2. Here the calculation I didn't show actually. So you can imagine, no, 2 into 2, which is equal to 4. X we got 4. So the point is 4, 2. Now for the first equation, our table is ready. Just we have to represent these points on the graph paper. Okay, now let us keep this table as it is. Now let us move on to the second equation. Listen carefully. Second equation is 3x plus 4y, which is equal to 20. Okay, call this equation as equation number 2. Now in the same way, we have to prepare one table, that is x, y, and together x, y. Now take the equation 3x plus 4y, which is equal to 20. So here I'll arrange the equation in the form of y form. Do you know what is that y form? Y form in the sense only y we have to take in the LHS part. Remaining all the terms we have to transfer to right hand side. Now, so first let us transfer this 3x to this side. Then what you will get actually, 4y is equal to 20 minus 3x. Then y is equal to 20 minus 3x divided by 4. So now, see, just observe the y form. You got fraction form, no? Y is equal to 20 minus 3x divided by 4. At that time, we have to be very careful by choosing the value of x. Now, which value we have to substitute actually here? Are you observing this cursor actually? X value is our choice actually. X value is our choice actually, but we cannot take all the values 0, 1, minus 2. The fraction form and the denominator 4 is there. So while thinking x value, we have to see the denominator divided by 4. For what value of x? So we get the numerator that is divided by 4. Actually, we have to see. Okay. Now, so first value x is equal to 0 we can choose. Y is equal to 20 minus 3 into, in place of x, let us take 0, that is divided by 4. Then 20 minus 3 into 0 is 0 only. 20 minus 0 is 20. So then 20 divided by 4. So you can observe y is equal to 5. So first point, pair of point, that is 0, 5. Got the idea of this one, no? Next, second one. Second point we have to find out, no? For what value of x will get the y value? So y is equal to, again, y form only you choose. Y is equal to 20 minus 3x divided by 4. Then y is equal to 20 minus 3 into. Here, see, directly after 0, we jump to 4. Because we tried for 1, 2, 3. But here will not get perfect number. Okay, perfect integer will not get actually. We'll get decimal. So that's why we avoid that 1, 2, 3 and all. Directly we jump to 4. You all know this one, no? Yes. See, y is equal to 20 minus 3 into 4, which is equal to 12. So that is y is equal to 20 minus 12 divided by 4. So then in the next step, y is equal to 8 by 4, that is equal to 2. So we got y value as 2. So point is 4, 2. Now in the same way, one more value we have to find out. So that is y is equal to 20 minus 3x divided by 4. So we tried, actually we checked. So for minus 4, the answer is 8. Y is equal to 8. So I took minus 4 here. Y is equal to 20 here. Minus into minus plus, 3 4s are 12. So divided by 4, then 20, 30, 32 will get in the numerator. 32 divided by 4, that is y is equal to 8. So here we got the third point is y is equal to x is minus 4 and y is equal to 8. Therefore the point is minus 4, 8. I think you have got the idea of this preparing the table, no? So here this is the method of solving the pair of linear equations in two variable graphically. Now this much over. Now we have to put the graph of this one, no? Yes, now let us see the graph of this one. Actually, I'll show the graph, not this one. Yes, see, look at this graph. I think it is visible on your screen, no? Yes, now you have to take the graph paper and you have to observe the Cartesian plane there. See here, x dash. Are you observing this one? Cartesian plane x dash horizontal line. Then idu y dash vertical line. Here 0, and in the positive side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 we have to take, and in the negative side, here negative side is not required. That's why we took only minus 1 here and here. So we can extend this side. Okay, next here also in the upward direction actually positive numbers, and in the downward direction negative numbers. Okay, so next we have to draw the graph of both the equations separately on the same graph paper. First let us concentrate on this line. Are you observing this line? Actually this is the line of x minus 2y which is equal to 0. This line, see here cursor. So are you observing the cursor here? This line is actually graph of the x minus 2y is equal to 0. I think you know, no, point actually 2, 1 you got, then 4, 2. Okay, so when we draw that, when we plot that point on the graph paper, so we got the line like this. You all know how to locate the points on the graph paper. Okay, so next let us take this 3x plus 4y is equal to 20. So that solution you have to plot on the graph paper. 0, 5, then 4, 2. So in that, when we draw the line, we'll get the line like this. So what you are observing actually, both the line intersecting at one common point. No, are you observing the two lines intersect each other at one single point? Yes. So you just draw the graph. After the class, you just check this one. Okay, plot the points on the graph paper. You just check. See here, both the equations line intersecting at one common point. That common point is actually 4, 2. That intersecting point is the solution of this pair of linear equation in two variables. Okay, see here, q of 4, 2 is there, no? This is the solution of this pair of linear equations in two variables. The two lines, okay, straight lines, which is intersecting at one common point, that is actually q of 4, 2. So 4, 2 is the solution of this pair of linear equations in two variables. Okay. Yes. 1 second. Yes. Do you have any confusion regarding this, students? Yes. Is it visible now? Board is visible, students. Just reply me fast. Board is visible. Board is visible now. Okay. So do you have any confusion regarding this topic? Akila's problem. Akila's problem. Did you got the explanation of Akila's problem now? This is the graphical representation of the pair of linear equations in two variables. So now actually in this section we have to solve this type of problem. Statement is given, so that statement first you have to convert it into algebraic expression. Okay, yes. So next afterwards you have to take actually graphical representation. First algebraic representation you have to take algebraic representation, in the sense statement you have to convert it as algebraic expression, then you have to solve the two algebraic equations in. Okay, Chinmay Naik is telling that explain graph one more time. Okay, so graph one more time, actually it's simple, no Chinmay? Just we have to draw the Cartesian plane and we have to plot the points on the graph paper. Plotting the points on the graph paper, you got the knowledge in 8th standard and 9th standard only. But here at a time two equations we have to take. So two equations also on the same Cartesian plane we have to draw. Okay, so here I'll take one more problem. Okay, so let us move on to example 2. If you want, yes, 1 second, I'll show that graph. See this graph, no? So what confusion you are having in the graph, Chinmay? See, Cartesian plane we have to take and we have to locate the points on the graph paper. That's it. And we have to join the points so that we'll get straight line. So here we'll get two straight lines because we are dealing with the two equations at a time. So in this case, actually, Akila's case, we got the two lines, actually straight lines, intersecting at one point. That intersection point we have to take it as a solution of the equation. Okay, so now let us move on to one more example. I'll explain one more example. Example 2 I'll take. Yes. Is it visible, student? Example 2 on your screen. Example 2. Let us handle one more problem. Romila went to a stationery shop. Is it visible, no? Yes. Now it is visible, I think. Romila went to a stationery shop and purchased 2 pencils and 3 erasers for ₹9. Understand the statement properly. Her friend Sonali saw the new variety of pencils and erasers with Romila, and she also bought 4 pencils and 6 erasers of the same kind, ₹18, for ₹18. Represent this situation algebraically and graphically. Very simple. Okay. So once again, I'll read the question. Romila went to a stationery shop and purchased 2 pencils and 3 erasers for ₹9. 2 pencils and 3 erasers for ₹9. Her friend Sonali saw the new variety of pencils and erasers with Romila, and she also bought 4 pencils and 6 erasers for ₹18.
Mataji.
Yes.
Mataji, your screen is not visible.
Screen not visible.
No.
1 second. Now you just tell me once. Wait for a minute. Now tell me, Shreya.
Yes, Mataji, now visible.
Now visible, no? Okay. Now once again, I'll read this question. Everybody look at this question. Example 2. Romila went to a stationery shop and purchased 2 pencils and 3 erasers for ₹9. Her friend Sonali saw the new variety of pencils and erasers with Romila, and she also bought 4 pencils and 6 erasers of the same kind for ₹18. Represent this situation algebraically and graphically. So I think got the idea of the question. Here also 2 situation is given. 2 situation we have to take actually separate pair of linear linear equation in two variable. So can we solve this problem on the board? Now you have to keep that counting in your mind. Romila purchased 2 pencils and 3 erasers, okay, for total rupees 9. And her friend Sonali, the pencils actually, number of pencils actually 4 pencils and 6 eraser, total amount is 18. Here, are you observing the two characters here? Pencil and eraser, and Romila and Sonali. Okay. Now, what we have to do here? We have to take one pencil as X and eraser as Y. Or you can exchange also, pencil as Y and eraser as X. That is your choice. So now here we are going to take pencil as X and eraser as Y. So can we solve this problem on the board? Okay. Yes. Now just stop sharing. I'll do the stop sharing. Yes. Board is visible now, students? Board is visible now? Reply me. Yes. Yes, no? Okay. So let us take the number of pencil. Okay. So we are taking pencil as X. Let us take pencil as X and eraser as Y. We are taking number of pencils as X and number of erasers as Y. According to condition, that condition. So how to take the equation? First, let us take Romila's example. Romila purchased. Can you give the count now? Romila purchased number of pencils. Number of pencils. Yes, I'm waiting for your reply. Romila story. 2 pencils. Okay. What about the erasers? Number of erasers? Number of erasers? Number of erasers is 3. Yes, now. So, Romila purchased 2 pencils, in the sense number of pencils we have to take X, that is 2X, plus erasers, 3 erasers. So, total, so 9 rupees. Right now, what is our first equation actually? 2x plus 3y, which is equal to 9. This is the algebraic representation. Got the idea of this condition, no, students? So, Romila purchased 2 pencils and 3 erasers for rupees 9. And Romila's friend Sonali. Now we have to take Sonali's topic. Okay. Yes, Sonali purchased 4 pencils, that is 4x. Then how many erasers? 6 erasers, that is 6y, which is equal to for rupees 18. Very simple statement, no? You can easily understand the statement and you can easily express this into algebraic expression. Now we got two equation 1 and 2. 2x plus 3y is equal to 9. Then 4x plus 6y, which is equal to 18. Got the idea of these two situations now? Now you have to represent these two linear equations in two variables into graphical representation. For that, we have to prepare table, no? Yes, first let us take 2x plus 3y, which is equal to 9. Which form will take? Can we express this equation into y form? So then y form of this equation is 3y, which is equal to 9 minus 2x. Got the idea of this one, no? Y form? Then y, which is equal to 9 minus 2x divided by 3. Okay, y form of this equation is y is equal to 9 minus 2x divided by 3. Now you have to prepare the table like this. So first is x value, then y value, then together x comma y. So minimum 3 points you have to search. Minimum 3 points we have to search. So now you all are ready to give the solution, no? Yes. Can we start? Can we start now? See here, x value we have to choose. X value we have to choose. First value, it's fixed, no? First value, let us take x is equal to 0. Now take x is equal to 0. Then what value of y will get here? all are replying that. I'll show this expansion once again if you want. Okay, y is equal to 9 minus 2x divided by 3. Then y is equal to 9 minus 2 into 0 divided by 3. Then y is equal to 9 minus 2 into 0 is 0 only. So 9 divided by 3, that is 3 ones are 3 threes are. So what we got actually, if we take x is equal to 0, then y value is 3, then 0 comma 3 is the first point. Now next, which value of x we have to take here? Reply me fast. All are telling that next value we have to take x is equal to 3. Okay, I'll try that x is equal to 3. So you are replying that now we have to take x is equal to 3 we have to take. Okay, if we take x is equal to 3 here, then y is equal to 9 minus 3 2s are 6 divided by 3. Then y is equal to 3 divided by 3. What value will get actually? Y is equal to 1 now? Yes, if we take actually x is equal to 3, we got y as 1. So then our solution point is 3 comma 1. Point is 3 comma 1. Can you tell me one more fast? Fatafat. Next point. Next point. Next, which value we can take? Can we take minus 3 there? Can we take minus 3 there? Yeah, we can take minus 3 now. Yes, I'll try minus 3 now. Here, if we choose minus 3 here, minus into minus plus will get 9 plus 6 will get. Okay, what is actually 9 plus 6? 9 plus 6 will get 15 divided by 3. So what is the value of y now? If we choose x is equal to minus 3, what is the value of y? Yes, 3 5s are. So y is equal to actually 5. So our next point is minus 3 comma plus 5. Got the idea of preparing the table? No, it's very easy, students. Now what we have to do? For same to same method, we have to apply for the second equation also, Sonali's equation also. For that same to same concept you have to apply. First express the equation into y form, then prepare the table like this. Then we have to draw one Cartesian plane on the graph paper. Then we have to locate these points on the graph paper. Chinmay, you just see this one, 0 comma 3. Where you will get 0 comma 3? Just I'll explain this one only. Then you can work out the remaining concept now. Yes. So now roughly I'll explain this Cartesian plane you have to take. Okay. So here 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So you can extend here minus 1, minus 2, then minus 3. So this is x dash and this is x, y, y dash. So here 1, 2, 3. So minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. You have to arrange the Cartesian plane like this. Now here, just look at this carefully. Chinmay, you are asking the doubt of this one now. 0 comma 3. Where we have to give the position of 0 comma 3. In x-axis it is 0 and in y-axis 0 comma 3, in the sense this is the location of 0 comma 3. Got the idea of the position of the point of 0 comma 3 now? Then 3 comma 1. Next point is 3 comma 1. Where we have to give the location 3. First you have to see 3 value is x actually. Here 3. In that y value is 1. 3 comma 1. This is the location of 3 comma 1. Next is minus 3 comma 5. So minus 3 comma 5, in the sense x value is minus 3 here. In this direction we have to move to 5 value. 5. So we are not observing 5 here. 5 will get something here. 5. Here we'll get actually minus 3 comma 5. Then using the scale, we have to draw the straight line like this. This is the representation of the first equation. Romila's equation. We got the straight line. Now, so again we have to take the Sonali's equation, that is equation 2. Solve. Okay, prepare the table and you have to plot the points on this graph paper only. On this graph paper only you have to plot the points. Okay, so then what type of graph you can observe, that you have to see afterwards. So that is left to you only. So second equation you have to work out. Okay, after this class, Second equation we have to work out, you have to work out. Then you have to see what type of line in the Aquila's problem. First example, what type of equation lines we got actually? The two lines intersecting each other, no? Now you have to check this problem, what type of lines you will get actually, whether you will get intersecting lines or some different lines, that you have to give the answer in the next class. Okay, so one more example problem is there. Just I want to end up the class by taking that example that is left to you, homework. Okay, so that is homework to you. So first you have to finish this problem. Okay, so only Romila's situation plotted on the graph sheet. You have to locate the Sonali's situation also on the graph paper, and you have to check what type of lines you are getting. Okay, so then one more example problem is there, that also you have to complete. So share my screen. Okay, see here. So this is Romila problem. Romila problem is over now. This is Aquila's problem over. So this is yes. See here. So for the Romila's problem, we'll get the graph this type. Okay, then you can ask the question, Mataji, only one line is there, no? Where is the other line? I think they forgot to plot another one's Sonali situation or Romila situation on the graph paper, no? That you have to check. You only have to give the conclusion on the next class. That work is left to you. So I'm showing the graph of the Romila and Sonali's problem. Okay, so you just check by plotting the same equation on the graph paper. And one homework I want to give, that homework is third example problem that you have to work out. So this is in your textbook also. Example 3 is like this. Two rails, they have given the equation also. So now page is visible, no? Can anyone reply me? Page is visible, I think. Yes, Shreya? Page is visible, no, Shreya?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes. Now look at this example 3. Two rails are represented by the equations x plus 2y minus 4 is equal to 0 and 2x plus 4y minus 12 is equal to 0. Represent this situation geometrically. Here they have asked only geometrically. Why? Can anyone give the reply? See here, two rails are represented by the equations. X plus 2y minus 4 is equal to 0. See, these equations are in the standard form here. X plus 2y minus 4 is equal to 0. Here, ax1 plus a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0 form is there. And in the second equation, a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0 is there. Represent this situation geometrically. Only geometrically is given because here already they have given the algebraic representation. See here, x plus 2y minus 4 is equal to 0 and 2x plus 4y minus 12 is equal to 0. This is actually algebraic representation. They only given no in the problem. Only geometrically we have to solve this one. So here first you have to arrange this properly. So either x form or y form you have to convert. X plus 2y minus 4 is equal to 0 and 2x plus 4y minus 12 is equal to 0. So either which one comfortable for you, that expression you convert, okay, x form or y form. So first transfer this minus 4 to this side, then x plus 2y is equal to 4 you will get. Here 2x plus 4y plus 12 is equal to plus 12 you will get. Okay, then afterwards prepare a table for both the equation and you have to plot the points on the graph paper and you have to check what type of lines you will get. Okay, so just I'll show the graph of that one. This is for the two rails expression. So after plotting the two pair of linear equations on the graph paper, you can observe this type of graph. Okay, you can observe this type of graph. What you are observing in this situation actually, two lines. Are you observing the two lines here? Yes. So you are observing some different kind of lines, no? In the first Aquila's problem actually we got two lines actually intersecting, right? No, intersecting lines. And in the second one is not over, because second one is homework for you, that Romila and Sonali's problem you have to complete first. And you only have to check. ನೀವೇ conclusion ಗೆ ಬರ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಏನಾಗತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. Okay. So then you have to check the second, in the second case, Romila and Sonali's problem, what type of lines you will get. And third one I already showed, and third one also you have to solve first. Okay. Solve and locate that points on the graph paper. So you just check whether you will get this type of graph or not. Okay. Two straight lines. You are getting the two straight line. So two straight lines are parallel to each other. Are you observing? Okay, parallel to each other. So in the first Aquila's problem, the lines intersecting each other, and here two rails problem, here the lines are parallel to each other, and the second one is question mark, that is left to you. You have to give the answer. Now, can I ask 1 second? I'll go to stop sharing. I think some students are ready with the answers. Let us check. Now, board is visible now, students. Can I get the reply from what is your answer for the second case, Romila and Sonali's problem? What type of straight lines you will get? Okay, fast, fatafat. That is homework to you. But still, for the curiosity purpose, I am asking. Did you got the answer? Is anybody got the answer for that second one? First Aquila's problem, the two lines are intersecting lines. And in the two rails problem, actually, the two lines are parallel lines. What is the second question? Okay. Yes. Can I get the reply from your side? Otherwise, we'll end the class. Okay. So according to this type of, yes, Chaya Naik is giving that parallel. Sorry, wrong answer. Parallel lines. Parallel lines, two lines are joining. Prerana is telling that two lines are joining. Prerana, okay. What we call for that two lines are joining, Prerana? Both lines lie on each other. Very good. Bhumika gave the answer. Bhumika, do you know the exact word for that? Both lines lie on each other, Andre. Yes, what is the exact word we use for that? Coincide, correct. Coincident lines. So one line lie on the other line so that it is not possible to see the two different lines. But in that graph, actually, yes, coincide. Both the lines coincide each other. So from this, I want to end the class. Okay, intersecting lines, coincident lines, and parallel lines. We can see the three different situations on the graphical representation of the pair of linear equations in two variables. Intersecting lines, coincident lines, and parallel lines. And okay, I'll send the homework in your WhatsApp group. First exercise you have to solve. Statement is given. You have to express that algebraically and graphically. Okay, students. So we'll meet you in the next class. So if you are having any confusion regarding this topic, you can ask anytime. Okay, students, then we'll end the class. You have to attend another one class now. Take 5 minutes break for that. Okay, yes.